TZ coming all strong.
Hello and welcome to the conference call. I am one of your co-hosts. My name is Chris Edwards, and I'm here with my other co-host, TJ. TJ, what's up?
Hi.
How's everything going?
It's going.
Okay,
It's
okay.
going.
So I don't know if you can kind of tell, but there's a theme going on here. We've got hats on and we've got some sports wear wearing, So yeah. And I guess we're plugging for Nike. Nike, we are wrong side. Nike, we're here for the sponsorship. So today's topic is fitness, wellness, and working out. And we're just going to kind of approach this topic of fitness from what we do to keep healthy and keep fit and what we do for working out. I guess, I'll get started. So for those that your first time here and you don't know anything about me, I'm an avid runner, even though I have not been running as of lately.
Mm.
Been slacking. This summer has
Right.
been, yeah, it's a shame. Shame. Game of Thrones shame. But yeah, I'm an avid runner, and even when I'm not running, I walk. And it's an everyday thing. At least I try to do it every day. Not 7 days a week, but 5 days a week, and maybe once on the weekend. I try to give my body a little time to rest. So when I say run, I typically run a 5K at least 3 times a week, like Monday, Wednesday, Friday, or I'll do like Tuesday, Thursday,
Mhm.
Saturday type of thing. And for those that don't know, a 5K is 3.10 miles. And that's my minimum. I'll typically run it, and I have a course that I run here by where I live, which I know I'm going to get my 5K in exactly from start to finish. Um, and then typically I do run a little bit more than that, and then the days that I do not run, I walk. And typically I walk between 4.2 to 4.5 miles every morning. So I typically get up maybe about an hour before sunrise, half an hour before sunrise. Now I'll leave out maybe 10 to 15 minutes before the sun actually comes up and head out for my walk. And then, and that walk normally takes me about 75 minutes to do.
Mhm.
But it's a great way for me to start my day. When I don't do it, I definitely feel sluggish throughout the day, and I can definitely tell the difference in my body. Like even like when I eat food, my body processes the food a little bit differently. So it's really important for me to do that. This is something I started doing back in 2018, and I've just done it nonstop ever since. There was even a thing where I kind of like challenged myself to do the walking in addition to regular other exercises every day. And I would use my Apple Watch to challenge myself. And I remember from 2019 to 2020, I forget which months it was. It's probably somewhere like around the springtime area. I challenged myself to close my rings every day. I
Mhm.
did that for over a year straight,
Child.
which is very challenging. It can be very challenging. There were some days where it's just like, you know what, I'm done. I don't even want to do this anymore. But then
Yeah.
I was just like, you know what, no. I said I'm going to do it, and I got up and I did it. And there were some days where it got down to the wire. It was like 11:45. I was like, all right, I have a few more minutes, a few more exercise that I need to go and close. So I would go and run up and down stairs, go maybe like run around the block once or twice just to kind of get it in to close it. But I would do it. So for me, running is really important. It's a part of who I am as an individual. I need to do it to stay sane, to
Mhm.
keep fit, and like my metabolism isn't what it used to be when I was younger. So that's another ways of helping me to burn the fat and just to keep in shape. And then one, it's another way for me just to get my heart some exercise every day. So that's my main source of exercise. And I wear my Nike gear. Like I've even had a lot of this gear since 2018 when I was running, doing competitions and stuff. So I still use the same stuff. The thing is, if it's not broke, if it works for you, keep doing
Yep.
it and wear the same clothes. You're not trying to look cute for nobody out there. Go out there and do
Well,
well. Okay, moving on.
I don't know about that now.
All right, what about you, TJ?
I don't know. Where do I start?
I don't know.
Okay.
Start with yoga.
Okay. I'll come back to yoga actually. I'll start in the present and then go back to the past. So I now am working out more than I ever have before in my life ever. Um, I am regularly in the gym several times a week. Typically at least a minimum of 3 times. The gym that I go to, they have these really great classes, like live classes. So lately I've been doing like 2 yoga classes plus like a core class. And recently, like over the last 2 weeks, I've included a spin class.
Mm.
The spin class is actually right after the core class. So a lot of people in the core class will go, like they'll leave the core class, they'll go straight to the spin class. And so I thought about doing that. And my primary reasoning for actually going to the spin class right after core class was not fitness per se. And I'm not going to say what that reason is. On camera. But yeah, so I started going to the spin class like 2 weeks ago, and that's really good. Like the amount of sweating and calories that you burn in this class. Oh my God. So I've been doing so much. And so I'm doing these classes in addition to strength training. So on the days where I'm not doing like one of these classes, I'm going into the gym and I'm doing strength training. My best friend Eric, he bought me this workout journal book that basically tells you what to do every workout or whatever, and it targets different muscle groups or whatever. So I've been following that really diligently. I think since January. And yeah, and I have really become like a gym rat. Like now there's days where like when I don't go to the gym or I don't work out, I'm like, I really need to be doing like. As opposed to in the past, where it's like, when am I going to the gym? I don't know. There are several days when you just don't go to the gym, weeks, months when you just don't go to the gym. But my whole journey started like right before the pandemic started. Like right when I moved to Tennessee, like January 2020, I was like, I'm joining the gym. I'm going to get myself together. I'm going to really like start working on myself a little bit more. So January 2020, I joined a Planet Fitness. And then of course, March 2020, pandemic, I was like, nope, not going to the gym. So that's when I started yoga. And so I was doing yoga every single day. For over a year, I was doing yoga every single day. And like I said, I still do it regularly. It's just not every day now. Like I said, I go to the yoga classes in my gym. But yeah, I started with yoga. That took me into meditation. I think after I got vaccinated in 21 or 22, that's when I started going back to the gym. Then I moved here and switched gyms. And that has made a world of difference because I found that Planet Fitness is, in my opinion, like a really good starter gym. It's a gym for people who don't work out regularly, but you want to start working out. And so when I moved here and I was still a member of Planet Fitness, I went to the local Planet Fitness, the one that's here, and something just didn't feel right about it. I was like, something's off about this. And so the gym I go to now, which is Crunch, is literally like right across the street. So I was like, let me just go check them out. I went in, I liked it. The culture was different. The people I feel that go to Crunch are more serious about working out. I think you can do more, like they have heavier weights in there. So I was like, yeah, I think this is what I need to get me to the next level. And so I joined Crunch. And yeah, I've been on this journey ever since.
Let me ask you this, because you said you live basically across the street from the gym. Do you walk to the gym, or do you
No,
take
I
Uber?
don't live across the street. Like the Planet Fitness and the Crunch are across the street from each
Okay,
other.
okay. But let me ask you this: do you find it easier to go to the gym when you actually like the atmosphere of the gym. And the reason why I asked that is because I remember there was a period of my life where I used to love to go to the gym. When right out of college, where I used to live in Philly, I used to go to a LA Fitness. I mean, it was like a 5 minute drive. It wasn't that big of a deal, but they had everything that I wanted. They had a swimming pool. They had all the great exercise. Everything was new because it actually was a brand new LA Fitness. And I knew I used to go early in the morning. I would get there when they first opened up. I think they opened up either at 5 or 5:30. And I would go there, and you wouldn't. It wasn't the huge crowd. Honestly, it was the elderly people that were the ones that would go there early in the morning. And
Super early. Yeah.
I like that crowd. I can kind of go in. I can stay focused, do what I was going to do. Either if I was working on a machine, or I would do swimming maybe like once or twice a week. I used to go 5 days out of the week. I just felt comfortable. Like, there's nothing worse than going to a gym where you don't feel comfortable because you don't get a good workout in. You know what I mean? I think that's that. Go ahead.
Define comfortable.
You just like the atmosphere feels relaxed. Like some gyms you go to, it's just like you got all the muscle, and I hate to say this, but sometimes you got the muscle heads that are just they're competing against each other for the mirror and for a machine. And that's the thing. I hate having to like wait on a line to get on a machine. Like, if I gotta wait on them for a machine, I'll come back another time. I don't have that patience in me to do that.
Same. The reason I asked that question is when I switched from Planet Fitness to Crunch, it was because I felt really comfortable in Planet Fitness, and I felt slightly uncomfortable going to Crunch. And by uncomfortable, I meant, ooh, the people in here, they really do be working out, because the bodies, my God,
they're bodying.
They are body. And so I was like, I like, and this is not a generalization of people who go to Crunch or Planet Fitness or whatever, but I noticed a difference. I was like, if I'm trying to get myself to the next level,
surround yourself with other people that
you know what I
mean.
So I'm just like, okay, so it made me slightly uncomfortable because I'm like, oh, I'm not there yet, but that's kind of where I want to be.
But I love the fact that you said you felt uncomfortable and you did it anyway.
Yes. Yeah.
But now,
oh, sorry, go ahead.
No, this kind of goes back to the conversation we had with traveling a couple of weeks ago. This is what I was saying. You have to be uncomfortable in a way and challenge yourself. It's the same thing, but I love the fact that you did that. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, no, I was just going to touch on like the waiting for the machines and waiting for weights and stuff. That is very uncomfortable. I mean, that's very annoying. But what I have found is that, and I'm glad that I have this privilege and luxury to find the right time of day to go. So for me, it is typically like early-ish in the morning, sometime between like 8 and like 10, or like 2 o'clock in the afternoon. That's
most people are at work.
Most people are at work. So I cannot be in the gym at like 5 p.m. because that's when everybody's coming home from work. Everybody's trying to get their workout in, and it's packed. But also what I have learned is that part of that discomfort in everybody being there is the fact that you might think everybody's looking at me and I don't am I doing this wrong, and everybody seems to be doing it right. But I mean, in reality, there's nobody looking at you. People should be looking at me, but in reality, nobody's really like looking at you, and everybody's probably thinking the same thing, like, am I doing this right, blah 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 blah. But yeah, it is best for me, it's best to go when it's not as packed. I used to go when I first started going to this particular gym. I would go late at night, like 10 o'clock p.m. because one, it was not very crowded, and two, I was very much a night owl. And so 10 o'clock, I'm in there, I'm going into the sauna, I'm doing my thing. But yeah, my schedule has changed recently. I've put myself on a different schedule most recently, and so I'm now going like mornings, afternoons ish.
See, I can never go to the gym late at night. I'm gonna tell you why. I'm the type of person where when I work out, I release all those endorphins, and it gives me energy, and I'm just like, okay, I'm on go. So that's why I do my workouts early in the morning, because it sustains me throughout the entire day.
Yeah.
When I don't do it, I feel sluggish. Now, if I also do a workout at night, which I've done a few, late at night, because I didn't get a chance to get in during the daytime, I have the hardest time trying to go to sleep at night because of the simple fact that my body is revved up and I can't come off of it. It's like,
Yeah.
so for me, like working out is kind of like drinking coffee for most people. Most people
Mhm.
can't drink coffee and go to bed. Like me, I can drink coffee and go to bed. It doesn't do anything for me. But working out late at night, that is like keeping me up all night. I probably won't even go to bed.
See, it's weird for me because I do experience that when I work out in the daytime, but at
Mm.
night I can go to the gym, have a good workout, come home, shower, get right into bed, and it's no problem. Um, but
Uh,
what I what I think I have observed is that I do have better workouts when I work out earlier in the day. It feels easier and I think it's because I've been relaxed, I've been chill all day, and then I want to go to the gym at the end of the day, and so it felt harder to have a really good workout because I feel like my body has been relaxed all day. Whereas if I go in the morning or in the day, I have more energy, I can do more, blah 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 blah. But yeah, that's I have found is just the best time for me. And my whole reluctance to go in the morning is slash was I'm not a morning person. Like when I wake up, the first thing I want to do is not go to the gym. I do not want to go to the gym as soon as I wake up. So what I have found is that because my energy is low and very chill in the mornings, what I will typically do is wake up, I'll do a meditation, I have a cup of tea, and I'll give myself an hour to maybe 3, depending on what time I woke up, to like really like get revved up, and then I'll go to the gym.
that's so weird for you to say that. Now I'm the total opposite. I will literally get up out of the bed, use the bathroom, and run out the door.
Oh no.
I'm not even fully awake. And by the time I start
Ooh.
within like the first like 5 minutes of my walk or run, I'm fully awake. And then I'm just gone. And when I come back, the first thing I do is like completely undress, jump in a shower, and then I'm just gone.
Mhm.
Coffee is made, breakfast is made, I start working, and I'll work straight until about noontime and then realize, oh, wait a minute, it's noon. I need to take a break.
Mhm.
Like literally, I'll get up at like so like this morning. I got up. It was 6 o'clock. I was out the door by 6:20. Literally
Child,
six
no.
twenty.
No.
The sun rose here at 6:35.
No.
I was back in the house by 7:40, I believe it was, and then I've just been going all day long. I mean,
Oh my
it's
God.
at the time of this recording. It is 1 o'clock in the afternoon. I have not stopped yet. I'll actually take a pause after
Mhm.
we finish recording this episode.
Yeah. No, it's I have never been that person to where I can just wake up and like be physical. Um Now, and obviously for me, a walk is different than a workout. So I would be more inclined to go on a nice leisurely walk.
See, it's not leisurely though.
That's what I'm
I'm
saying. I'm not gonna get up and go and run. Absolutely not. My energy is not even there in the morning. Like when I wake up, I'm just like, I just need a cup of tea and some silence and just to prepare myself for the shit. And then I can do what it is that I need to do. Yeah.
okay. All right. So, we talked about our workout routines and our habits of, how we get the day started or how we finish the day. But I think another important component of working out is also the fitness gear that you wear, like
It
what it
is.
is that you wear.
Yeah.
So let's talk about that a little bit. So for me, like I said, I mentioned earlier, I have a few pieces that I've had for, several years and they still hold up and look like brand new. Like this basically looks brand new. I've had this
Mhm.
since 2018. I run in it. It's dry. And that's the other thing. So I find pieces, I spend the money on the pieces like Nike gear, like running gear, or their athletic gear is not cheap. It's an investment though.
Yeah.
And I especially love their dry fit stuff because it wicks the water away. But I'm always in the market looking for other things, other brands that I could use. But as far as like right now, this has definitely been my thing. Nike. I mean, the Nike is just pretty much like almost gone on this one. But I know that you are into some new things and some partnerships, and I want you to kind of talk about that a little bit.
So first of all, yes, I agree. What you wear to the gym, and I did a whole video on my YouTube about like
Plug.
Bizarre Hodgepodge on YouTube. Um, I did a whole video about like not what you should wear to the gym, but how you should feel in what you wear to the gym.
Mm.
Um and it's not necessarily about the brands or whatever. Yes, it's I mean, if you want a good functionality, sure, go with the Nike or whatever. Obviously, I'm wearing a Nike shirt right now. And when I first started working out, I went and bought like a bunch of Nike stuff because I was like, okay, if I'm going to be serious about this, I'm going to go buy a bunch of Nike stuff because they're the most popular athletic brand in the world. And for good reason. Their stuff is good. But what I also find is that like how I look in what I wear to the gym is going to make a big difference for me in how I feel going to the gym and how often I'm going to go. So I like to accentuate the things that I like to accentuate, and I like to hide the things that I like to hide. And so I feel as though my lower body is a lot more attractive. Not that anything else is unattractive. But I do feel like my lower body is a lot more attractive. And so I like to accentuate that. And so actually I bought, you mentioned like your swoosh is fading. I bought some Nike base layer, a bunch of Nike base layer like tights and shorts. And like one pair of my shorts, the swoosh it's not even a swoosh no more. Like if you were to look at it, you'd be like, it could be
It's a
Nike
oosh. It's
short.
a oosh.
It's a something.
It's
It's
a
a
oosh.
oosh. Yeah. But yeah, so it's been rubbing off. But I found in my journey to like finding new like bottoms, this brand called Pactera. Full disclosure, I am now a brand ambassador for Pactera. It and it's not so I bought them first. They did not approach me first. So I had the spirit of Rex is here. So like I said, I like to wear things that really accentuate the bottom. And so I started when I was looking for more tights, I was like, do I buy some more Nike? Blah blah blah. I started looking at different brands. I found this other brand that had some really cute leggings, like men leggings. And part of their advertisement was they don't slip. Like, so when you bend over, they don't slip down or whatever.
No plumber's crack?
No plumber's crack, but it was all lies. Like, they're all aesthetic. Honestly, the second you bend over, they are slipped right on down. And so, I bought like 3 pair of these because they are so cute. The colors are cute. They have some cute patterns. So I was like, and they were expensive. And so I was like, So then I came across this brand.
Always buy only one first.
Well, that's what I did first. And when I put those on, I was like, damn, these look good. They look great. They look fantastic,
but they didn't function.
But they don't function the way that they should.
Mm.
So they will be good like for a walk or a run or whatever. But if you're bending over, doing a lot of like really physical, like weightlifting or whatever, hang it up. But so again, on this journey, I found this brand called Pactera Athletics, and the price point was less than that other brand, less than Nike. And so I was like, you know what? Because of the price point, I'm gonna try them. So I bought a pair of these shorts, and I'm actually wearing today a pair of these compression short tights. And when I tell you this, when I slipped them on, I was like, oh, these feel really good. And so I did the bend over test. They moved maybe that much. They didn't move at all. I was like, I'm a fan instantly. So I wear them to the gym, and I was like, oh my God, they feel so good. They look like so good. And yeah, and they last a really good time. They have a pocket. In fact, let me just get up.
Yes, please model them for us. And then
I might as well. But
yeah.
So I'm gonna have to talk loud because my mic, I'm disconnected from the mic. So let me turn this way so you can see the pocket. So they have this pocket right here. You probably can't see it because it's black, but
do you have your phone so you can put in there so we can see that?
Yes. Hold on.
Full demonstration. Come on now.
Full
We
demonstration.
practiced this.
So I have a iPhone 13 Pro Max, and it fits perfectly in the pocket. So the top part just sticks out a little bit, but
And that's intentional.
it's intentional. It's secure. And so when I'm really feeling myself and I want to take a selfie, as I did the other day in the gym, phone pockets right there. Your camera is fully exposed. I control the camera on my watch, and it's perfect to take a picture. But it's also perfect just for utility, just to have your phone right there. They fit so great. So they have the little Pactera logo there. They also have it like right there on the leg, and they're so comfy and so cute. When I tell you they do not, I'm never pulling them back up.
That's the worst feeling when you have like tights on.
It's the worst. So yeah, they're super, super cute.
Now let me ask you: Are there any other pockets like on the inside, or is it the only one?
It's just the one pocket.
Okay, so you
for now.
So you can put like like for me, because I run whatever. I always make sure I have my license and like my keys with me, like just the house key, so I can just like tuck that in there and leave it there.
Yeah. And my personal experience, it depends on the size of your phone. So with me having a Pro Max phone, I really can only get my phone in there.
Gotcha.
I mean, I can put my key fob in there, but it's a little noticeable. But a lot of people, so I'm kind of the exception to the rule. A lot of people, when they wear these, they wear like a short over them. I do not. So if you have a short with some extra pockets, that's great. So I don't. But typically, like when I'm going to the gym, I really only wear these, and all I need in that pocket is my phone, because I have my gym bag with me that's holding everything else anyway.
Okay. Let me ask you this: do they have matching tops to go with those?
They don't have tops. The shorts. It's just right now shorts, full length leggings, and then
they do have full length.
They have shorts, full length, and then they have a 3/4 length as well.
I might have to investigate into that.
And they have different colors too. So they have a gray. Well, in the shorts they have a bunch of different colors. In the tights they have a gray, a black. Yeah, just gray and black. But in the shorts there's like a pink, a tealish light blue, a paint splatter kind of colors. Yeah, so a bunch of different colors. I tend to stick with just the black, white, grays because that's aesthetic. But yeah, when I tell you comfortable, that's the thing that really got me, and the customer service. So when I placed my first order, I got a handwritten like note in the package from co-founders that was basically like, "Thank you for your order, blah blah blah." So to me, it's like you got a great product and you got really good customer service. Like
that's a winner.
You bringing me in. You're creating brand loyalty right there. So so yeah, like I said, I found these and then became a brand ambassador. So if you would like to order some Pactera Athletics, you can use my code BZAR10 BZAR10 for 10% off your order.
We will be putting that in the show notes in the description below. So once this goes live, we'll make sure that people can use your code, and you can get a little bump off of that.
Hello.
Yeah.
So yeah, I love them very much.
Yeah, I'm always in the market to looking for new things. Like I know I have, especially like so I'm a winter runner. I love to run during cold weather. This hot weather running shit is not for me. Like it's just not my thing. That's why I say if I'm gonna run, I have to run really early in the morning. But like during the winter time, even if I don't go out really early in the morning, I can still run because it's cold. I love that. And then I've got some Nike thermal tights that I run in. They wick the water away and it keeps me like really, really warm. Like people, when they see me during the wintertime running, they look at, like some people will look at me. Runners, like real runners will know, but like some of the other people, they're like, what is he wearing? Because literally,
let's take a pause right here at 29:30 because it's raining and my window's downstairs.
So no need to pause. We paused it, but let's just keep going.
Works for me.
No, but I love like I said, finding new gear, whatever. But what I was talking about was the winter gear. When people see me, like I have on like these white tights. They're actually really, really thin, but they're made for winter running. They're Nike, of course, and then the a regular long sleeve dry fit winter running top. It looks really thin as well. So like during the dead of winter, it could be like 40 degrees outside. I'm wearing this sneakers and my like no-show socks. And you would think like, why is he wearing that? Is he not cold? And to be honest with you, I'm not. Maybe like the first minute or so, I'm a little cold because my circulation and blood isn't going. But once I start running, like I'm sweating, and like you see the steam just like pumping off of me. When I get home, my body is completely dry. My clothes on the outside are soaking wet. And sometimes like during when you get like those sub 32 degree days, when I come home, the outside of my clothes, you can see the ice crystals on it, but my body is dry.
Okay.
And I just love it. So if I can find something like that outside of Nike, I would definitely give it a test run.
Yeah.
But until I can find something like that, I'm sticking with this because like it's treated me well all these years, and I just love it. And I don't like running with bulk. Like I see people running with like jackets and vests, and you know, at most the clunkiest thing you'll see me with on is my gloves, because a lot of times I wear two gloves. I have like there's these like the Nike thin insulates heated gloves, and then I have another pair of like maybe like wool gloves over that, because for whatever reason the coldest part of my body is always my fingers,
the extremities.
Yeah, well, my feet don't get that cold.
That's because they're working and covered in a shoe.
But no, so we'll definitely make sure to put your info for the brand that you're repping now, and the coupon code in the description.
Awesome.
Other than that, I think that's a wrap on this. And with that, let's try some new outro music. How about this? I don't know. I figure something different we can try.
It sounded like summertime. Will Smith and DJ Jazzy Jeff for a second.
Summertime?
Like,
no,
the way it started.
This is called Taste of Freedom.
Oh.
Yeah. So with that being said, guys, thank you so much for watching another episode. Be sure to like this video, to subscribe to our channel, and then also hit the notification button, because guess what? We drop new videos every Thursday at noon. So until next time, see you guys next time. Deuces.
Bye.